First question from Steve. Go ahead.
Hey Trevor, what changed there in the fifth inning for you? You were cruising for a while.
Yeah, just third time through the order, and some new guys came in, and I was just out there throwing pitches to get my pitch count done. Felt really good the first, 3 or 4. Felt like I executed really well. So it was just behind the count a little bit, and they hit some pitches.
At the beginning of spring training, you mentioned two things you really want to improve on was, first pitch command and your velocity. Where do you stand in those two departments right now?
It's so hard to tell. I mean, I was a little bit bad on first pitch strikes tonight. Last outing, I was pretty good. First couple innings, I was pretty good, but that's always a struggle for me for whatever reason. So just constantly working on that one. Velocity wise, really hard to tell given the spring training and it's just like lack of adrenaline and whatever else. But I felt really good physically tonight again. I felt really good all spring. I've been up to 98 this spring, so I feel like I'm in a good spot for that one as well.
And you mentioned other guys have improved on their velocity as they gotten older. Charlie Morton, Jacob DeGrom. DeGrom hit 102 the other day. Do you look at those guys and sort of try to emulate what they do or study what they do and try to figure out what they're doing to do that?
Next question is from Kirsten Watson. Go ahead.
Hey, Trevor. When you have obviously you started off really, really well in those first 4 innings. When you get into one like the fifth, when you look back on it, do you separate those, or is it do you look at it as this outing as a whole?
No, I mean, I got exactly what I wanted out of tonight. I was really good. The first couple innings was sharp. Landed curveballs for strikes. Slider was good. Felt like I commanded the ball pretty well. So I got what I wanted out of it. The fifth inning, I was just, like I said, I was throwing pitches. That really wasn't any thought of like sequencing or whatever. I was just kind of out there throwing pitches. So that's never a good mind frame to be in when you're trying to get guys out. But just finishing off the night, getting the pitch count up.
Great, thank you.
Next questions from Eric Steven. Go ahead.
Trevor, I was just wondering, has there been any follow-up either from MLB or with you to MLB about the letter you received about your logos in a few starts earlier in the spring?
No. It's very odd. I'm a Nike athlete, and I asked Nike if it was legal for me to have them sew my logo on my shoes, and they said absolutely. So they did that. And then I asked them if it was legal to have them sew my logo on my glove, and they said absolutely. There's no problem with that. We'll do that too. And then, I guess a shirt is different. So if I'm a Nike athlete with Nike shoes, good. Nike glove and my logo, good. Nike shirt, my logo, bad. Interesting, but no, there's been no follow-up.
You had issues last year with that too, specifically with the shoes. Didn't you have the Joe Kelly shoes, and then I think you tweeted something about D. Gordon wearing in and out shoes and not getting disciplined or something. Was that the case there?
Yeah, the selective enforcement of the rule is quite comical. I enjoy seeing the selective enforcement of it. It's pretty funny. You have players around the league that wear their belt with their logo on it all the time, or shoes with their logo on it, or whatever the case is. But then, I wear a belt with the logo on it, and I get a letter. But par for the course with me and MLB.
Thanks.
Any other questions for Trevor? Go ahead, Horton.
Can you guys hear me? I don't think you guys could hear me earlier.
Yeah.
Trevor. Trevor, today Arizona, announced that anybody 16 and older is eligible for the vaccine. Just wondering, are you going to get the vaccine? Have you talked about it with teammates? How you guys will proceed here?
Personal medical history and personal medical choices, so I don't really want to speak on that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Trevor. Thanks, everybody.